It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battles & Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battles & Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battles & Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month, no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battles & Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service. Battles & Brothers Flooring.
Nothing on us!
Nothing on us? How hard can it be to be a banker? They just give other people's money away. Cole and Marty got nothing on us.
Yeah.
This is the Weekday Wake Up on SVI, your home for totally free personal and business listening. Okay, so you're ready for a subscription then. Just a few things to sign, we'll be on your way. Hey Amanda, what's the federal rate interest period on the Grace escrow after the next 4 quarters? If you could just sign here, initial here. So after a quick look at your credit, it's pretty evident that it's not good. And so it's not in the best interest of the bank to give you a loan today. I'm sorry. That's right, Cole and Marty, you've got nothing on us. We're gonna get people to give us money, and it's gonna be the Bank of Duke and Dow.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Vail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Vail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy, but it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
Miles CPA has been part of the Star Valley community for more than 16 years. The times have changed a bit, but we are still proud to offer our continued support to the community and our Star Valley Braves. Say, didn't Corey play basketball for Star Valley High School? Whoa, Corey, I realize it's a black and white photo, but man, those are some white legs. Miles CPA. We loved our Braves then, and we love our Braves now. Go get 'em, Braves. Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
We're always looking for things that make our farm more efficient.
The value that Smart Farm brings growers like Rick is the ability to be more efficient, to be cost effective, and also to be stewards of the land.
The Simplot Smart Farm program is split up into 4 segments: prepare, prescribe, grow, harvest.
Based off of our first year work with him, our yield goals were higher than they've ever been on those fields, around 10 to 15% higher.
We're very happy with what Simplot does for us.
I went to Teton Acupuncture to meet with Dr. Melissa Franklin for some ongoing COVID symptoms that I had been experiencing. And with her help, I was able to regain some of my taste and smell and
Some of the other symptoms that I was dealing with are no longer bothering me. After a year of dealing with them, they were resolved pretty quickly with her help.
We're Ed and Donna Ivy.
We've been in business for going on our 8th year. This will be the 4th year here at this building. We mainly served a little bit of everything. I knew Rod his whole life. We went to school together. And so we knew a lot about each other, and we probably wouldn't have got the loans we did if we didn't know him as well as we did. He knows each one of our kids. He don't let anybody get overextended. Yes, I would recommend Bank Star Valley to a lot of people.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, Western shirt.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center. The Right Company, HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
Hi, my name is Bill Tech. I'm the current mayor of the city of Kemmer. The biggest thing is the freedom that we have here, and I want to preserve that. We're all about camping, hunting, fishing, hiking, boating, all those outdoor things. Kemmer and Lincoln County are in my heart and always will be.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good afternoon and welcome to Star Valley High School for live coverage of Lady Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free personal and business checking. Find them online at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Dan Stal Erickson here with you at the Crimson Cathedral. Star Valley High School, home of the Braves, where the Lady Braves have a game today. Girls only today, as Star Valley will take on the visiting Preston Indians. Now this is the game that was rescheduled from a cancellation back in December.
Yeah, December 21st is when this game was originally supposed to be played, and Mother Nature said not so fast, and so it was put on the back burner. They don't tell us if it's canceled or postponed. In this case, it turned out to be postponed. But this is an extra game. The girls are squeezing in this week on a reschedule. So it'll be a busy week for Star Valley's girls. They have 3 games this week. Tonight, Thursday night against Evanston, and then a road game in Green River against the Wolves.
So that's all part of the week-long schedule, so a busy one for the Star Valley Lady Braves. For those watching today on SVI, this is the JV game ahead of the varsity tip-off. There's about 1:10 left to go in this game. Currently, the Lady Braves up by 5 with possession. Now the Star Valley Lady Braves coming off a couple of wins. You get the win against Jackson, a nice win against Marsh Valley to end the weekend, and some momentum building for this Lady Braves team, who currently sit at 6-5.
And they had that win last time they were at home against Filer, so that was a nice convincing win, and that was a common opponent with this Preston team. Filer defeating the Preston Indians, and so the Lady Braves going for 4 straight here, Duke, and they got to feel pretty good about their chances tonight. On paper, it looks like they're going to be the favored team.
Of course, around the Southwest District, these momentum wins are big. When you look across the 4A Southwest now, we're talking Evanston. That would be Green River and Jackson. Star Valley's already beat Jackson once in that Southwest District play. Those are all home and away games, so they'll see the Bronx here later on. But you really got to like Star Valley Lady Braves' chances, regardless of how things have gone up to this point, when you look at that Southwest District to come out with a pretty good seed.
I would totally agree with that. In fact, I look at Evanston, and it's always going to be a tough game when you play at Evanston. That one might turn out to be kind of a trap game because it's always so low scoring and physical. But I like the Lady Braves' chances in that matchup. They've had the Red Devils number more often than not in recent years. And then Green River, they've still got some good players, but they don't have that one dominant player they can turn to down the stretch like they've had the last couple of years. So, I totally agree with you. I think Star Valley has a great chance to put themselves in the driver's seat for that Southwest District, and they have a chance to do that later on this week.
As far as the north side of the West goes, of course, you have the Cody Phillies. They have state championship aspirations. They look every bit as good as people think the Phillies could be this year. And so in the West, it's Philly and the rest of the field. And when you look at the other teams up in the north, I think Star Valley's right in the mix of the rest of the field as far as who could be in that end of the running game against the Phillies.
It might be Cody and the rest of the state. When I look even at the other side, typically the state championship runs through that eastern side with Cheyenne East and Central and Gillette and Thunder Basin. But Cody's already handily defeated a couple of those teams. No one's really even come close to them. They are the favorites. They're the near unanimous #1 team in the WildPreps.com coaches and media poll. But you're absolutely right. If you're Star Valley and you're kind of trying to have tunnel vision, you want to win the Southwest. You want to get a good seed going into regionals. You want to qualify early. You want to get into that 4A West Championship against Cody. And then see what happens.
And then, you never know what happens, but worst case scenario in that scenario is you're a 2 seed in Casper. So I think Star Valley has shown that they have absolutely every bit of piece of what they need in order for that to happen. But for tonight, it's the Preston Indians. The JV game going on right now. The girls JV holding strong against Preston's JV right now, 36-32, with free throws coming and the Lady Braves on top. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Again, your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Coming up on our tip-off coverage, we'll have your Crimson Corner, your roundup, recap the rivalry, along with your keys to the game and the starting lineup. You mentioned our games later on this week, girls and boys, hosting Evanston on Thursday and then at Green River on Saturday. It's going to be a Saturday evening game as of right now in the schedule. No Saturday afternoon tip-off in Sweetwater County.
Nope. If you think you're getting home at a good time on Saturday night, you are mistaken. It's about when you're leaving, actually. Sometimes those Saturday games turn into afternoon games. This week, for whatever reason, that schedule was a night game. So the ladies at 6 and the guys at 7:30. That's this Saturday night in Green River.
JV girls back to the free throw line. Looks like they're going to hold on and win this one in the girls JV game against Preston. 17 seconds left, and the Lady Braves up by 6. So we'll take a break here on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, and we'll return with more live coverage of Star Valley girls basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Live on Swift 98.
Star Valley Health and Mountain West Orthopedics are proud to sponsor athletic trainers to support student athletes at Evanston, Mountain View, Lyman, and Star Valley High Schools. Jackie Clark, Darren Fiskus, and Kelly Hansen help students stay healthy and safe, provide emergency medical care on the field and court, and help rehabilitate injuries. It's just one way we're giving back to the communities we serve.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Nothing on us! Nothing on us? How hard could it be to be a banker? They just give other people's money away. Cole and Marty got nothing on us. Yeah. This is the Weekday Wake Up on SVI, your home for totally free personal and business listening. Okay, so you're ready for a subscription then. Just a few things to sign, we'll be on your way. Hey Amanda, what's the federal rate interest period on the Grace escrow after the next 4 quarters? If you could just sign here, here, initial here. So after a quick look at your credit, it's pretty evident that it's not good. And so it's not in the best interest of the bank to give you a loan today. I'm sorry. That's right, Cole and Marty, you've got nothing on us. We're gonna get people to give us money, and it's gonna be the Bank of Duke and Dow.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Lady Braves varsity waiting in the wings. They'll take the court as the buzzer sounds in the JV game. 41-35, Lady Braves win over Preston in the JV matchup. Now the varsity teams take the court to warm up. So we're about 15 minutes away from tip-off time right now. It's your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Let's make your building dreams become a reality. Find construction loan information at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Now for those just joining us, this game one that was postponed. It was earlier scheduled in December, but that's one of the many, many snowstorms we've had this year came through, and Preston didn't make it over the hill.
Well, and it wasn't just that game. There was a lot of games throughout the Intermountain West that were canceled or moved or postponed, and so fortunately this one able to be rescheduled. And but as I mentioned before, it does make for a busy week. For Star Valley, I'm assuming it's going to be a busy week for Preston as well. But 3 games this week, but at least you have a gap in between. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You don't get that very often as a varsity player, and as a broadcaster, I don't know that we've ever done one like that either.
Absolutely not. So it is your countdown to tip-off. Lady Braves on the court. Preston coming out as well as we take a look at your Crimson Corner and what else is happening with Star Valley Athletics this week.
Well, as you mentioned, the girls have those games against Preston today, hosting Evanston Thursday, and then at Green River on Saturday. The boys, no game tonight, but they will have the Red Devils on Thursday and at Green River on Saturday. Boys and girls wrestling at the Ron-Thon. That's right, that big old tournament in Riverton. Virtually every Wyoming school in attendance at the Ron-Thon. That one should be a lot of fun there in Riverton. It is a wrestling staple for the season and generally signals the wind down to state. Indoor track will be at Idaho State University. They'll be there a couple of times this year, but they'll be there this Friday and Saturday as well. And just a reminder, the JV girls just won 41-35. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
Speaking of the Ron-Thon, Dal, in previous years we've been able to broadcast the Ron-Thon, but Riverton High School has one of those oh-so-lovely exclusive contracts with track wrestling. So we're actually not able to provide live coverage of wrestling in Riverton this week. You'll have to go to Track Wrestling to get that. But they do have like all the brackets and the updates and everything's. They do a great job outside the broadcast for coverage there.
Yeah, they'll have some stuff there for you, but it might cost you a couple bucks. If you're a wrestling fan, though, I would imagine it's going to be a couple bucks well spent. But, yeah, just in years past, we've been able to go out and cover Star Valley's team exclusively and not as long as we didn't mess with any of the other teams. But
that's kind of gone by the wayside here. It's always an ongoing negotiation in this digital age.
Absolutely. So that's happening this weekend. That's a check of your Crimson Corner as part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Just under 9 minutes to go before this game begins. Let's check what other games are happening this week of interest with your roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Not too many games, just a couple of them tonight in addition to this one that I thought folks might be interested in. Of course, you got the Indians here tonight to take on Star Valley. On the other side of the state, well, in fact, in Nebraska, Torrington taking on Sidney, Nebraska tonight. Tomorrow, Jackson, the Lady Broncs, will be over on the border or across the border to take on Teton, Idaho. Then you got a decent slate of games on Thursday. Number 2 East at number 5 Central. South will take on number 3 Laramie. Evanston will be here in Star Valley, as we've mentioned. Lovell at Powell and Pinedale at Jackson. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. About 8 minutes to go from tip-off. Star Valley Preston girls basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Back at Star Valley High School for live coverage of Lady Brave basketball on a Tuesday evening on the SBI Sports Network. Lady Braves playing host to the Preston Indians tonight. This is your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you this evening. Dal, let's recap this rivalry with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, yet another game with a program just a couple hours away, but it's been hit or miss over the years, but there have been a few games. Overall in this series, the Lady Braves are 3-1. That should say the 1989-90 first game. That's a typo on my part. Sorry about that. The Lady Braves lead the series 3-1. The last time these two teams played was in Preston in 1991. The Indians won that one handily, 61-42. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Kenley Engelhardt is dressed tonight. She is warming up. We'll see if she gets in the game. She's missed the last couple with a nose injury, and she's got a tape on her nostrils right now. And we'll see if she gets in. Maybe just warming up and trying to get some extra reps in, but she is out there today.
I think it makes her look like bad Leroy Brown, honestly. Makes her look even tougher. But, yeah, from the short conversations I've had with Coach Erickson, she was not expected to play tonight, but she's out there warming up. We'll see what happens.
It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off local branch locations in Afton and Alpine. Also online at gofirstbank.com. A final 2-minute break here. When we come back, your keys to the game and starting lineup on the SVI Sports Network.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Preston Indians in town tonight to take on the home Star Valley Lady Braves with live coverage on the SVI Sports Network as we wrap up your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Dal, here's your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, one of the keys I thought was going to be important in a matchup like this, Duke, for key number one is I put don't over foul. And what I'm talking about is it's really tempting to get after a team that maybe is struggling like the Indians have been, at least on paper, and you end up over fouling. Somebody gets a couple of early fouls early on, you get in foul trouble. It kind of messes with the flow of the whole game. Don't do that. Play like you did up in Jackson and last week over the weekend against Marsh Valley. I thought the girls played really good defense in those two games. Looking for some transition points today. That'll be huge, especially with or without Kenley Engelhardt. I'd like to see the team make a little more of a focus on getting Cameron Erickson loose down low on the low block and get a good start and don't trail early. Those are your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Legend driven. Find them online at RockyMountainYeti.group. That is RockyMountainYeti.group. Star Valley Lady Braves coming in 6-5 overall, 0-1 inside the 4A West. Actually 1-0, inside the 4A West. But of course, this one not a conference game. Lady Braves averaging about 41.5 points per game, allowing 33.5. Preston Indians on the flip side, coming out of Idaho's 4A class, just 1-15 on the season. Their last and only win was against Burley. That was clear back November 17th. And that's the only win so far for Preston, averaging 31 points per game, 58 allowed per game for the visiting Preston Indians. That's going to do it for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Let's make your building dreams become a reality. Find construction loan information at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you. Thank you for joining us. Let's send it down to the floor for our national anthem presentation made in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware, serving Star Valley since 1932, the local and helpful place.
Let's meet today's starters with the help of Peefler's Mountain Star. Peefler's Mountain Star, located on Rocky Road on the north end of Afton.
Anna Olenslager, daughter of Jenny Olenslager, senior, Thane.
Katie Dandridge, daughter of David and Laura Dandridge, junior, Alpine.
Sheridan Coles, daughter of Buck and Alana Coles, junior, Osmond, Wyoming.
Valencia Brogue, daughter of Tyler and Sue Brogue, and Dak and Susie Tipton, junior, Freedom.
Maddie Hale, daughter of Eli and Cami Hale, senior, Fairview.
Kinley Englehart, daughter of Dave and Corey Englehart, sophomore, Osmond.
Cameron Erickson, daughter of Scott and Brittany Erickson, senior, Osmond.
Taya Johnson, daughter of Marcy and Jared Johnson, junior, Afton, Wyoming.
Bailey Erickson, daughter of Rob and Julie Erickson, junior, Osmond.
For the home Lady Braves, made possible by Peefler's Mountain Star. Starting lineups being announced here at Star Valley High. First, the visiting Preston Indians. Number 3 is a senior, Jade Lee Roberts. Number 10, a sophomore, Britley Harris. Number 14, a senior, Liz Harris. And number 22, a senior, Emma Coons. Number 23, a sophomore, Ellie Nelson, head coached by Camille Coons for the Preston Lady Indians in their road blues with white numerals and trim.
Lady Braves starting tonight, 5'8", junior wearing number 3, Sheridan Coles. 5'8", junior wearing number 12, Bailey Erickson. They are first cousins, both having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Sheridan and Bailey. Delancey Brogue, it's not your birthday, but have a great game. She's 5'9", wearing number 23. 5'8", senior wearing number 33 is Maddie Hale. And a 5'10", senior wearing number 34, Cameron Erickson. The Lady Braves coached by Cade Erickson, assisted by Cade Wilkes, Jason Kazare, and Shaylin Hathaway.
Starting lineup presented by Peefler's Mountain Star, your source for plumbing and sprinkler supplies on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Peefler's Mountain Star. Lady Braves on their home court in the home whites in the crimson trim. They'll be going to the basket on the right side of the floor as you watch it on SVI. And for those listening also on Swift 98, Preston will counter towards the left side. It is going to be Maddie Hale going up for the opening tip-off for the Lady Braves, working against Ellie Nelson, who is a sophomore for the Indians.
How cool is it you got first cousins, good friends, sharing a birthday, starting lineup. It's pretty cool.
Pretty unique. Jump ball call right off the tip-off. One of the birthday girls got knotted up with Sheridan, so who gets opening possession? It was a tip. It was the opening tip. Now what do you do? Just do it again?
That's why they pay these fine gentlemen in the stripes.
I think they're just going to do it again.
I would guess it would just be a re-jump.
No one had possession, so you can't flip the arrow.
Good point. Different jumper here for Preston, though.
And it pays off for the Indians. They'll track the ball down to the backcourt. Coons will hand off to Harris, and we are underway at Star Valley High. Harris in the front court for Preston on the opening possession of the game. Work it over to the right side wing. Deep on the perimeter, a screen set, dribble up top, and work it over to the left now. Jab stepping is Roberts, hands off back to Harris, top of the floor, just outside the circle. Maddie Hale on defense. Harris dribble drives, bounces into the corner, tapped by Bailey, but recollected by Preston in the right side corner. Bailey all over on defense, and they dribble off of Bailey's foot out of bounds. Smart play by Coons because she had nowhere to go.
But that's what I've loved about the last couple games in particular defensively from Bailey Erickson. She's getting just right in the grill of her opponent, but she's not committing a foul.
Screen set, no shot though. Preston still on the outside off the inbound. Try to go down low to Harris, but it's tipped out of bounds, stays with the Indians.
Good deflection there from Cameron Erickson.
Got a couple Harrises on the court for Preston, Britley and Liz.
They are sisters, as I understand it.
Senior and a sophomore. Britley inbounds to Roberts on the perimeter. 45 seconds into the game, still the opening possession of this game with Preston control of the basketball. Knotted up at 0. Star Valley still on defense, and a block call on Maddie Hale in the front court.
Maddie Hale's poker face is not very good. She does not agree with that call. First personal, first team foul. We've played almost a minute here.
Emma Coons will inbound. Goes front court off the bounce play to Britley Harris. She'll direct traffic as we hit 7 minutes left. Still early in the game. Preston a long possession and a travel call on the outside. Emma Coons faked one way, went the other, and picked up her foot. 6:55 now to go in the first, and Star Valley will get their first possession.
Just based on numbers on paper, you had mentioned Preston comes in scoring about 31 a game. Lady Braves scoring over 40 a game, and Preston allowing more than 50. So this game on paper appears to be an opportunity for the Lady Braves to maybe get some things rolling offensively.
Here they are with their first offensive possession. Swing passing around the outside. Bounce down to the baseline. Loose ball dug up. Bounce into the lane, but tipped out from behind, and it's going to be a turnover up by the Braves. Preston has the ball.
Liz Harris comes up with the ball.
Indians working the outside. 6:25 to play in the first period. Still scored at 0 after each team gets a possession. Bailey works through a screen. Preston kicks it out. Now drive the baseline, dribbling off of Maddie's knee and out of bounds. Stays with the Indians.
Have we had a shot yet?
No shot attempts. Nope.
Played almost 2 minutes. No shots.
Here's one, but it's blocked, but with a foul. Jadley Roberts
if this is
went
on
up for it.
If this is on Maddie Hale, she's going to have them both, and I think it is. Oh, nope, they're going to get Cameron Erickson. Excuse me. So first personal on her, second team foul. And to the line here is Jadley Roberts. Free throw is good.
First point of the game. First goes to Preston. 6:16 left in the first period. 1-0. Second free throw from Roberts. Back iron, no good. Tipped into Bailey Erickson's hands for the rebound. Star Valley basketball across the half-court line. Bouncing into the corner, right side. Able to find Brogue. Dribbles left-handed. Is fouled on the perimeter. This will be on the floor to stop the clock at 6:07.
Emma Coons will be whistled for her first. First team foul on Preston.
Brogue triggers it into Maddie. Front court, works it. Bounce up to the elbow, back outside. Hale works it to the right side to Brogue. Still on the perimeter, dribbles down, and the pass to Cameron Erickson, fouled from behind. Second quick foul on Preston with 5:56 to go in the first.
Well, they're trying to get Cameron Erickson loose down there, and right there they had Liz Harris. She had her arm over on top of the shoulder of Cameron. They're going to call that every time.
Nice feed into Cameron. Misses the shot in the lane, though. Rebound comes down to Coles. Feeds it back out to Hale. And Star Valley still has possession. Hale drives, kicks to Brogue. No shot on the perimeter. Couple left-hand dribbles to go up top of the floor. 5:43 to play. Right side, Hale on the wing. Fakes left, dribbles right. No shot. Works it over to Bailey. Cross the lane, but too high. Bailey tries to save it out of bounds. Turnover, Preston ball.
Really good thought. Bailey was going to get a layup if she could have got the ball down there, but needed a little more air under that pass.
Two team fouls apiece with 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the opening period. Just one free throw is it, 1-0. That's Preston on top with the basketball. They work it into the front court. Dribble to the right side wing. Good defense again by the Lady Braves. Outside is Coons for three, no good. And a rebound by Coles. Almost was able to run with it, but had to stop, and Hale comes across half court. Works to the right to Brogue. Above the corner, dribbles on the angle, bounces back up to Hale, swings to Bailey, shot fake, dribble on the angle, back out, and pass up top. Hale with it with 5 minutes to go in the first. Now Bailey wants to dribble drive, attack, shot is up, no good, but a foul. Offensive away from the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get Sheridan Coles for a blocking foul away from the basket. Moving screen, I'm guessing. First personal on Sheridan. Third team foul on the Lady Braves as we tick under 5 minutes to go. And it's a pitcher's duel so far, 1-0.
Lady Braves going to a half-court defense here, trying to trap the ball. Preston able to break it into the front court. Work it to the right to Coons. Now down low into the corner right side. Coles on the defense. Pass inside, double team on the block, and then feed down the lane. But the shot is missed. Offensive rebound, and the putback is in. 2 points off the board and the bucket. That goes to Liz Harris.
That was a really good entry pass. Didn't get the assist, obviously, because he missed the first attempt, but Liz Harris sticking with it. First field goal of the game is through the hoop.
3-0 now. Preston on top as Bailey dribbles out of bounds, but it was deflected, they say, off of Britley Harris.
I'm fortunate to keep possession there just based on my angle.
Brogue comes over to the side in front of the Preston bench. Inbounds to Hale up top of the front court. Works left side to Bailey. She's covered on the wing. Cross court to Brogue. Long jumper two. Blocked and deflected with a foul, though. They're going to get Ellie Nelson on some contact, and that's going to put Star Valley to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
First personal on Nelson, very nearly a block. Third team foul. In fact, Coach Coons wanting a little bit of a clarification. I guess she's going to get it, but I don't think she'll be happy with it. That's just you're a coach. You never get to be happy. Free throw is too strong for Delancey Brogue. Lady Braves pretty cold here to start this Tuesday afternoon contest.
4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the opening period. Still 3-0 with one more free throw to come. Brogue sends it away. Halfway down and out and rebounded by Roberts. No good. Stays 3-zip. Preston basketball. Harris, that's Britley Harris, works it to the right side. Now over into the wing. Angle drive shot. No, a foul on the floor. Going to be against Star Valley with 3:56 to go, and the 4th team foul on the Lady Braves.
I believe Bailey Erickson going to pick up that one. Her first 4th team foul. 3:56 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Braves needing to get something rolling here.
Liz Harris on the inbound, can't get to the rim. Shut down by Cameron Erickson. Works it back outside. Bailey on the defense now against Britley Harris. Bounces to the right. Hale goes for the steal, can't get it. Jumpers away and swish. And it's a 5-0 run now to start the game for the Preston Indians. They lead at 5-zip with under 4 to go.
Well, and more concerning to me than that, Duke, is the Lady Braves have had one shot. They've attempted one field goal.
Ball movement around the outside, almost stolen, but Brogue recollects it. Resets to Maddie. Hale passes right side. Good feed down low to Coles. Too far under the rim, though, and she's pushed out of bounds. That will be a foul on Preston to even up the foul count at 4 with 3:19 to go in the first.
Liz Harris just picked up her second. 14 fouls apiece, as you mentioned, and Brinley Alder comes in, number 20. Kind of reminds you of the beginning of the game against Marsh Valley. The Lady Braves stayed alive in that one from the free throw line early on.
They trigger from the baseline up top to Bailey Erickson. 3:15 and counting. Star Valley still scoreless in this first period. Maddie Hale on the outside perimeter throws it, and it's going to go backcourt, but off the foot against Harris. Wasn't a kick ball because she didn't really kick it. It just went off her foot. So it is not going to be backcourt violation, but Star Valley will inbound, clear in the backcourt. Bailey will inbound to Hale. Works it left side, Erickson. Now to Coles, above the corner.
Wow.
Tries to lob to Cameron, and miscommunication. Cameron wasn't anywhere near where the pass went, and it's a turnover.
I think Sheridan thought she was going to go break towards the basket as she threw it, but didn't, and yeah, it ends up just being a big old turnover.
2 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the opening period. Star Valley still scoreless, trailing Preston right now 5-zip on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Indians with the basketball now. Alder on the outside. Bounces top of the key. Works it over to Coons. She holds it as Brogue comes out on her on the defense. Flick to the elbow to Nelson. Back to Coons. Takes a 3 off the front iron. No good, but rebounded by Alder. Her putback off the rim. No good. Coles gets the defensive board, and Star Valley wants to run with the basketball. Brogue is out in front. Pass a little behind her, and it's another turnover on Star Valley, this time in transition. Britley Harris will get the steal. Pass just slightly behind Brogue. Harris 3 in transition. Too strong. Rebounded by Maddie Hale on the three-point line. Star Valley will slow down the tempo and set up the half-court offense. Coles fakes a 3 and travels.
Oh, my goodness.
2:08 to play in the first. Ball back to Preston. 5-zip. Indians with the lead, and a timeout taken by Coach Kate Erickson. We'll take it as well. 60-second timeout. Braves looking for some offense on a Tuesday night on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Boxwhy Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Star Valley timeout, a pretty good defensive start for the Braves, but the offense has struggled to get going. They trail 5-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first period. Indian basketball. Lady Indians work around the perimeter. Maddie Hale works underneath the screen. Bounce out to the right side wing. Bailey picks up, and Coles will have a steal on the bounce pass. She wants to run with it, but the defense is there. They slow down the tempo as Hale comes across the mid-floor line.
That's the first steal for the Lady Braves in this game, and I think that's going to be a huge stat for them. I'm kind of surprised it's taken this long for them to get one.
Bailey drives, floater off the square and in, and there's the first bucket of the game. Comes with 1:38 to go.
Happy birthday. The bank is open for you.
Cuts it down to a 3-point game. Ball loose in the front court. Bailey has it on the run. One-on-one on the other end on the steal. Stops. Defense goes by. Loses the ball. Picks it up on the baseline. Works it back out. Here's a three from Coles.
Oh.
In and out. No good. Halfway down.
Sorry, I want the birthday girls to score. So I'm a little more. Sorry about that.
1 minute, 10 seconds to go. Across the half-court line comes Preston. 5-2 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Indians with the lead against the home Lady Braves. 14 fouls apiece. Late first period. Preston on the elbow. Swatted away by Coles. They have definitely come out of the timeout with a little more intensity. I'm sure they were challenged by Coach Erickson some.
Yeah, 2 steals on back-to-back possessions for Sheridan.
Hale works it over to Bailey. Erickson a few dribbles from there. Goes to the right side wing. Cameron on the elbow. Bounces down the lane. Split the D. Shot no good. Loose ball. Cameron picks it up. Puts it up. And in to make it a 1-point game. 5-4. Cameron gets 2. 26 seconds to play in the first period. Ladies on a little 4-0 run. With the basketball is Britley Harris. Passes around the arc to Coons. Works it to the right side. Feed down the low block. Cameron on defense. Kick out. Tipped. Loose. Picked up by Preston. They'll have it on the free throw line. Put up a tough shot. Bouncing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Bailey has it with 4 seconds. Comes to half court with 2. 1. Half quarter on the way. No good. And Star Valley does get some points in the last couple minutes of the period to make it 5-4. They trail Preston by 1. Second period next on the SVI Sports Network.
Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball. Live on SVI Media and Swift 98. All part of the SVI Sports Network.
1-point ball game to start the second period with 8 minutes to go. 5-4 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Lady Braves trail by 1 with the basketball on the inbound.
They did find a little bit of offensive momentum there in the last couple minutes of the quarter, but obviously still plenty of work to do.
Still, though, on the opening possession of the period, and it's Preston basketball. They get it back into their own front court. Britley Harris comes across the screen, works it on the wing, goes all the way down on the angle, but the shot no good, too strong. Star Valley fighting with themselves for the rebound, and Maddie Hale comes down with it.
Well, Star Valley fortunate there. Nobody stopped the ball, and Preston just a little too strong off the glass.
Hale works it into the front court. Britley Harris on her defense was actually Britley Alder on her defensively. Works it back to the left. Now down low to Cameron, tipped out of bounds off the Indians. Ellie Nelson on the defense. Star Valley inbounds on their own baseline.
Pretty good defense there from Ellie Nelson. That one looked like it was going to be a good entry pass down to Cameron. Nelson foiled it.
Bailey inbounds corner to Maddie Hale. Works it down low to the post. Dribble in the lane. Ball tipped. Cameron collects. Goes back out to Hale. Works to Bailey. Left side wing. Back out to Hale on top, and around the arc they go. Cambry Johnson, who subbed in during the break, she passes down to Cameron, who's fouled on the elbow. Stops the clock at 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the period, and Star Valley inbounds again.
Liz Harris just picked up her third Not a lot of fouls, so, well, there have been a fair number of fouls, I should say, but 3 of them going against Harris. You can see on the Fall River Propane replay, number 14 whistled.
Bailey inbounds to Cameron. Nice inbound play, but the shot is missed. Loose ball rebound pulled up by Brindley Galloway of Preston. Indian basketball with under 7 to go in the first half. Harris works to the elbow. Kick out. Dribble drive take. Back to the elbow. Nothing. Work it to the right. And no drive there again. Shut down by the defense. Lady Braves rotating nicely, and now an open 3 off a screen. Too strong. Bailey Erickson rebounds for the Braves. Erickson quickly down the floor, goes to Johnson, hesitates, drives, bounces down to Coles on the post, kicks it back out to an open Hale, takes the 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded, though, in the corner, tracked down by Johnson, double teamed, and then stolen. Tried to pass it in the lane to Cameron, but it's taken away. Still 5-4.
Say Cambry came in and gave the Lady Braves some really good minutes in that Marsh Valley win. Let's see if she can do the same here today.
Lady Braves still trailing by that 1 point. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Top of the floor is Callaway. That's Marlowe who pivots. Hands off, open 3, down the barrel, off the mark, no. All backboard, no rim, right into the hands of Maddie Hale for the rebound. Hale across half court.
Rebounds piling up for the Lady Braves, but not points yet.
Coles above the left corner. Dribble. Into the lane to Bailey. Nice pass down the lane to Maddie. Bailey below the left elbow hit Maddie on the right block, and she's all alone for 2 to take the lead.
That's been easily the nicest bucket of the day.
6-5. Star Valley now on top on a 6-0 run. 5:23 to play in the second period. Preston now on the outside. You've seen their 5-point lead go away. Work it to the left side elbow. Kick out to Britley Harris. Bounce over to the right side, now just above the corner. The clock works down to 5:09. Up top again is Britley. Star Valley in the, again, man-to-man defense as Preston attacks the lane. Kick out, 3 ball away. Too strong, no good, and a jump ball call, or will it be a foul? It's going to be a travel against Preston as they get the rebound but fall down.
Pretty frustrated there. Brindley Galloway battled to get the rebound, and then just your momentum takes you backwards. You end up causing a turnover. Here's that last pass. Boy, what a nice pass from Bailey Erickson.
Broke subs out. Anna Olenslager subs in for the first time in the game. She'll get some minutes with 4:48 to play in the second. Pass down low. Shot is up and missed by Cameron Erickson. Fight for the rebound. Preston comes out with it. Emma Coons has the board. Works it to Marlowe across the timeline with 4 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the half. Still 6-5, Star Valley on top. Preston with the basketball. They work the outside. Screen set up top. Bounce over to the right side wing. Olenslager deep on the defense around the perimeter. It's actually Delancey Brogue, rather. And then there's a foul on Preston, a moving screen set against the Indians.
Yeah, right there. The referee right there to catch that as Delancey Brogue did her job battling through it. First personal on Ella Marlowe. And that's the 16th foul on Preston with 4:17 to go here in the half.
Lady Braves on the other end. Ball tipped, loose, picked up by Preston. They'll have the steal in the front court. Work it over to the left side to Harris. She'll square things up and set up the offense midway in the second period now. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Star Valley by 1, 6-5. Preston holds the ball on the left side wing. Dribble center court is Coons. Now takes a jumper right elbow, dropped it in. That ends the Star Valley 6-0 run and puts Preston back up by 1 point.
First shot of the game for Emma Coons, and looked pretty good to me.
3:41 to play in the second period. Now 7-6, ball loose, and another steal by Star Valley. That one went right through the hands of Johnson and taken away by the Indians.
5 steals by Preston thus far.
Nobody picked up the shooter. That's a long 2, but it's good. Emma Coons had her toes on the line.
She liked the way the 2-pointer went down, so decided to get a 3-pointer.
Hesitation by Maddie. Drives, kick out. Here's a 3 from Olenslager. No good in the corner. Ball tipped to her. She gets the rebound, then is tied up for the jump ball call. And arrow favors the Indians. They'll get it back with a 3-point lead.
Sorry, you even said she had toes on the line, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was a 2.
Yep, I was wrong. I thought it was a 3.
And Preston will inbound. 3:13 to go in the second. 9-6. Indians with the lead on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 16 fouls on Preston, 4 on Star Valley. Indians bounce over to the right side to Alder. She'll hold it. Johnson on her, forces the ball up top, working around the outside to Coons. Bounces to the free throw line. Dribble drive take from Nelson. Shot off the square and in. And suddenly it's a 6-0 run by Preston to take an 11-6 lead.
And all the baskets, at least they're getting into the lane on 2 of the last 3.
Johnson bounces to Coles. Works it to Brogue. Has the ball tipped but recollects. One dribble and hands off to Bailey Erickson. Erickson back to Brogue outside above the corner. Nice pass down low, but it's tipped, recollected by Brogue. Still just above the baseline, pivots, finds Cole somehow. She works down into the lane, dribble drive shot, blocked, deflected, but she recollects and throws it away. Tried to pass it outside to Johnson, untouched and out of bounds. 2:19 to go in the second.
Certainly not been a first half to write home about here for the Lady Braves. You've had a 5-0 run for the Indians, followed by a 6-0 run for the Braves, and then a 6-0 run for the Indians.
Preston almost turns it over, but a loose ball tracked down by Roberts above the left side corner. Working around the outside, top of the key. Shot fake drive from Harris. Puts it up, blocked and deflected. Picked up by Bailey Erickson. Out in front to Brogue. Drives to left post, can't get to the rim, comes back out. Bailey, 3 away. Off the rim, bouncing no good. Rebounded by Johnson. She hits the deck and will travel. Just an unfortunate situation for Johnson. Falls. Was it Coles that had the block on the other end? It might have been Sheridan.
I didn't see it.
1:48 to play in the second. No points for the Lady Braves. They still trail by 5. Preston across the half court. Bailey Erickson on the defense, making things really difficult for Alder. She has to give up the basketball on the right side. Brogue comes out to put defense on the ball handler. Pass back to Harris. Outside the elbow and pass up top to Coons. Works it for another long 2 off the mark this time. Fight for the rebound, and Bailey's going to track it down on the sideline. Defense in the backcourt. Bailey dribbles away from it and across the timeline. 1:14 to play in the second period. Good ball handling by Bailey. She's bumped and travels. Tried to find an outlet in the double team. Couldn't. Oldenslager out and Erickson back in.
Also checking in for the Indians, number 31, Ella Marlowe.
On the bank of Star Valley scoreboard, 1:08 to go before halftime and counting as Preston inbounds. Indians have an 11-6 lead late in this second period. 16 fouls on Preston, 4 on Star Valley. Here's a pass into the lane, kick back out, another travel call, this time on Preston in the paint. Star Valley will have it with 57 seconds to go before half.
Star Valley with just 2 points in this quarter. Of course, only 6 in the game.
Bailey around the outside. Bounces to the elbow. Cameron has the ball tipped, reaches down to get it, ties it up. Stays with Star Valley on the possession arrow. 44 seconds to go before halftime. Brogue looks to inbound, finds Coles, and she gets it with the foul. Didn't hit the square, it hit the line on the top of the backboard and then dropped right down and in. And Sheridan Coles gets the nice touch to make it a 3-point game with the foul shot to come.
Maybe I'll get the offense rolling just a little bit. Free throw attempt for Sheridan is away and good.
Bounced a couple times and dropped in. 2-point game, now 11-9. Star Valley putting on pressure in the backcourt against the Indians. And it almost leads to a steal. Hale just about got it, but Preston breaks the timeline. Double team in the corner. Jump ball call as Bailey Erickson and Maddie Hale were there to tie it up.
They'll stay with Preston, though. They just barely flipped the arrow about a minute ago.
30 seconds to play in the second period.
And I was wondering if we'd see Star Valley go to a full court press either at the end of the half or next quarter. Looks like they're going to it now.
Tough shot by Preston, no good. They get the rebound, put back, no good. Coles has the board this time. Sheridan quickly across half court. Goes down the floor to Brogue. Half court pass and Brogue scores. Ties the game at 11. 10 seconds to go before half. Preston across the timeline. 11 all. Harris in the front court, outside the circle. Now makes a move with 2 seconds. Dumps it off, kick back outside, and no shot before the buzzer sounds. Star Valley goes on their own little run to end the half, and we are tied heading into the Star Valley Health halftime show. It's Preston 11, Star Valley 11, live on the SVI Sports Network. ILCPA has been part of the Star Valley community for more than 16 years. The times have changed a bit, but we are still proud to offer our continued support to the community and our Star Valley Braves. Say, didn't Corey play basketball for Star Valley High School? Whoa, Corey, I realize it's a black and white photo, but man, those are some white legs. Miles CPA. We loved our Braves then, and we love our Braves now. Go get 'em, Braves. Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
We're always looking for things that make our farm more efficient.
The value that Smart Farm brings growers like Rick is the ability to be more efficient, to be cost effective, and also to be stewards of the land.
The Simplot Smart Farm program is split up into 4 segments: prepare, prescribe, grow, harvest.
Based off of our first year work with him, our yield goals were higher than they've ever been on those fields, around 10 to 15% higher.
We're very happy with what Simplot does for us.
I went to Teton Acupuncture to meet with Dr. Melissa Franklin for some ongoing COVID symptoms that I had been experiencing, and with her help I was able to regain some of my taste and smell, and some of the other symptoms that I was dealing with are no longer bothering me. After a year of dealing with them, they were resolved pretty quickly with her help.
This is Braves basketball and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Certainly been a game of runs so far in the first half. It was Preston who jumped out 6-0, or 5-0, I believe. Star Valley jumped out 6-5, and then it was all of a sudden 11-6. Preston, and now it's 11-11. So far, Dal, it's been this team scores a few, this team scores a few, and we're tied at 11 here at the half.
Well, and if you're the Lady Braves, I think there's some things. I got the impression they were trying to work on some focused things in that first half, and got to be honest, these Tuesday afternoon games, they're kind of a rough one anyway. And yeah, at this point, it is what it is. You're down 11-11, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
Let's take a look at that score in the numbers with your Battlesome Brothers Flooring Carpet One Battle Stats.
Well, not a lot of numbers in that first half. Emma Coons leading the way with 4 points. That's the game high right now for the Indians. She's 2 of 3 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Also scoring in that first half for Preston, Ellie Nelson had 2, Liz Harris had 2, Britley Harris had 2, and Jade Lee Roberts had a free throw. In fact, 1 of 2 from the free throw line were the Indians. The Lady Braves also had 2 free throws in the first half, but 3 free throws, missed the first 2, and then Sheridan Coles hit an and 1 later on in the second quarter. Coles with 3 points on that three-point play. She also has 4 rebounds, a couple of steals. Bailey Erickson, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Maddie Hale, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Delancey Brogue has 2 points. Cameron Erickson, 2 points. Steals-wise, I guess I thought the Lady Braves would have an advantage in that one coming into this Duke. Right now, the advantage lies with Preston. They have a 5-3 advantage there. And no one has hit a three-point basket yet. The Lady Braves 0 for 4. Preston 0 for 6. So still plenty of things to happen yet in the second half for the Battlesome Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home Battle Stats.
Quality, price, service. Battlesome Brothers Flooring in Afton and in Thane with a score knotted at 11 as part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Before we go to break, let's see if we can give away a couples combo to Skyview Lanes and Cineplex and your halftime trivia.
Well, Duke, I've been making them really easy, and I made this one a little harder, so we'll see if we get a winner here. The question is, who was the leading scorer for the Lady Braves the last time they met Preston, which was the 1990-91 season? Who was it? If you get it right, you win yourself a couples combo from Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. You can venture your guess at 307-203-4637.
First correct answer wins the couples combo. 11-11 with your Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
We're Ed and Donna Ivy.
We've been in business for going on our 8th year.
This will be the 4th year here at this building. We mainly served a little bit of everything. I knew Rod his whole life. We went to school together. And so we knew a lot about each other, and we probably wouldn't have got the loans we did if we didn't know him as well as we did. He knows each one of our kids. He don't let anybody get overextended. Yes, I would recommend Bank Star Valley to a lot of people.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com. Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horse shoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center, The Right Company, HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Lady Braves basketball on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. Tied at 11 between the home Lady Braves and the visiting Preston Indians with your Star Valley Health Halftime Show, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving our best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. Duke and Dow with you this afternoon for Lady Braves basketball. Just the girls tonight. This is the rescheduled Preston game that was canceled back in December due to some snowfall. Now let's see how the Lady Braves have fared so far with your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, key number one, I didn't want the girls to overfoul today. They did not. In fact, only whistled for 4 fouls in that first half, so everybody should be available to be pretty aggressive in the second half. Was looking for some more transition points. I think there was one transition basket for Star Valley in that first half, so I'd like to see that change in the second. I also wanted to see a focus with maybe getting some shots to Erickson down low. Again, really only tried that about once, and I was hoping for a good start. Of course I said good start. It was not a good start. They did trail early, but tied at the half here, so still plenty of things to do, and again, these are just my keys. They can feel free to write their own script to win this game, but that's a look at your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Legend driven. Find them in Afton and online at RockyMountainYeti.group. By the way, Rocky Mountain Yeti has partnered with SVI Media, the Bank of Star Valley, and the LCSD2 Education Foundation. They're giving away a Beta motorcycle, Dal, and we'll have more details on that up and coming. But basically, you buy a $20 raffle ticket. For each ticket you buy, you get one in the drawing, and at the home game against Jackson a couple weeks from now, which will be a big atmosphere for that, if you can imagine, they're going to give that thing away. So someone will ride out of here in a brand new Beta motorcycle courtesy of Yeti and the LCSD2 Education Foundation.
Those are Italian, those Beta motorcycles.
That's
so
right.
They're really they're really a very nice motorcycle. It's a 300, I believe. Who wouldn't want to go skirting around the back hills of the beautiful backcountry where we live on a brand new motorcycle that you only paid $20 for? So yeah, make sure you contribute to that, and maybe you'll be the winner.
Just about done with our halftime coverage. How about the answer to your trivia question here at the half?
Well, the answer to the trivia was who's the leading scorer the last time the Lady Braves met Preston in the 90-91 season, and it was Liz Kleins. Liz scored 12 points in that game.
We did have some guesses. We did not have any correct answers. I won't say who the guesses are, just in case the years are off a little bit.
I was telling Duke,
keep those to myself.
There's a couple of guesses. I'm like, oh, that would hurt her feelings if they knew they guessed her for that year.
Yeah.
We're not going to say.
So no winners today for our couples combo. We'll try it again this upcoming Thursday and Saturday games at Skyview Lanes and Cineplex. That does it for the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Again, supporting individuals, families, and our community. Advanced, local, personalized. That's StarValleyHealth.org. Indians will take the floor in the road blues, Star Valley in their home whites, and it will be Lady Brave basketball to open up the half, tied at 11.
And I really do wonder if we'll see Star Valley. They're obviously going to start with the ball here with possession arrow, but I wonder if we're going to see a bit more backcourt pressure defensively.
Again, no Kenley Engelhardt. She's been out. She did dress today and did warm up, but still has that nose injury, and really not necessary to rush her back in for a game like this and not a conference game in late January. So she's on the bench. Star Valley with the basketball. 7:43 to play in the third, and ball movement around the outside. Bailey on the perimeter. Tries to lob down to Cameron. Hits her. Dribbles out of the paint, though. Got too far under the rim. And back outside are the Lady Braves.
How nice is it, though, that your center can dribble out of trouble like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Brogue has it on the perimeter. A few dribbles back up top to Bailey. 7:23 to play in the third period. Opening possession for the Lady Braves. Patiently working the outside, trying to get back down to Cameron. They do on the block. Fade away, turnaround. Too strong off the rim. Bounces no good, but Bailey clears it out off the rebound. Coles takes the three. Too short, no good. Another rebound for Star Valley. This time taken in by Cameron Erickson. She works it back out to Coles, and Star Valley still has the ball. Coles back down to Erickson. Out of bounds off of Cameron. Had to try and track that one down. And after a minute 2 of offense, they turn it over.
And a couple of offensive rebounds. Lady Braves just unable to get it to go through the cylinder. Good defense here from Preston. Do want to point out, though, Bailey Erickson, she's got 6 rebounds in this game. She is on pace for a season high.
First possession of the half for Preston. They work to Coons, dribble, drive, take. Now kick out, bounce down to the corner right side. No shot for Nelson as the ball poked away by Cameron. Recollects it, now dumps it off up top. Ball movement still around the outside. Pass down to the lane, but taken away by Star Valley. Coles has it on the run. One-on-one on the other end. Goes coast to coast. Lean, spins, fade away. Shot off the square. Nice footwork in the paint for Sheridan, and 2 points for the Braves.
Good work by Sheridan to not travel there. She was kind of past where she wanted to be, but she was able to recollect herself and put it in.
Now Preston on the outside. Star Valley was down 11-6. So they're on a 7-0 run right now, dating back to the first half. Indians at the free throw line, kick it back outside to Coons. Now down low in the lane, one-on-one, and good answer for Emma Coons as she backs down the defense and scores. Actually, Ellie Nelson backs down the defense and scores.
And Nelson had really good position, and she got even better position, clearing out a little bit, and got herself her second basket. She's got 4 points.
Hale bounces to Brogue, right side wing. One dribble, picks it up, goes to Cameron, one-on-one. She dribbles under the rim, kicks it back out to Bailey, takes the three above the corner, no good. Rebounded by Coles. She gets another one, pivot, spins, and the ball's ripped out of her hands by Brittany Harris. Preston basketball tied at 13.
Third steal of the game for Brittany Harris.
5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third period. No fouls called so far in the half. Up top, 3 ball, Coons, no. Rebound tipped outside, picked up by Brogue. Delancey gets the board and dribbles across half court. Works at front court, pass to Held, goes in on the angle, stopped, can't get to the rim, kick back out to Brogue. And around the arc go the Lady Braves.
Preston's done a good job of recovering on a couple of those. Looks like the Lady Braves are going to get good position to get a layup, and instead they've recovered, and then there's a deflection and a steal.
Lady Braves try and pass into the lane, tipped away by Preston. They'll get the ball. 4:45 to play in the third. Angle try by Coons. Can't get to the rim. And a little foul on the hand check there from Bailey Erickson to stop the clock at 4:42.
Have they told the refs it's her birthday?
Can't be calling those.
Her and Sheridan are off limits today. Second personal on Bailey Erickson. First team foul. We're at 4:42 here in the third.
Still tied at 13. Preston will inbound to the baseline. Inbound to the post, but clear back out. And around to the right side wing is Emma Coons. Cambry Johnson on her defensively. Bounce pass to Galloway, top of the key, now left side, now down on the post. Ball stripped, loose, and picked up by Johnson. Star Valley has the steal. Good hands on the post by Brogue. 4:20 to play in the third period. Star Valley cross-court pass to Brogue. Thought about a three, pulled it down, works to Hale. She'll take the three, down the barrel, banked it in from distance, and a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple for Maddie.
I'm not going to say a word. I'm always saying the girls should use the square more. It's not exactly what I meant, but So be it.
I think I saw Maddie turn and look at you after she made that.
Gave me the pistol fingers.
That's right. Preston, they'll take a jumper. That air ball's out of bounds above the free throw line. 16-13. Star Valley gets the ball back with the lead.
Well, in a game that's been as low scoring as this, Duke, those 3-pointers might turn out to be huge swings. That's the first made one we've seen so far today.
Coach Erickson, 30 timeout. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball. Live on SVI Media and Swift 98. All part of the SVI Sports Network.
Maddie Hale comes across the half court with 3:43 to play in the third period. Coles pivots, works it around the outside, goes down to Cameron. She'll spin and shoot off the square.
Second basket of the night for Cameron Erickson. She's got 4 points now.
Star Valley on the other side. And the ball tipped out of bounds off of Preston. Lady Braves will keep it. Lead has gone to 18-13. 5-0 run now for Star Valley with 3:20 to play in the third. Lady Braves on top. Ball moving around the perimeter for Preston. Galloway passes to Coons. Bounces to the right side to Galloway again. Nelson on the post. No, but a foul on the shot. That's going to put Ellie Nelson, a sophomore, to the Riverside Dental free throw line with 3 minutes, 1 second left to play in the third.
Second personal on Cameron Erickson. Second team foul on the Lady Braves. Preston to the line for Ellie Nelson. First attempt of the afternoon for her is good.
Bailey Erickson checks back into the game. She'll sub in for Brogue. Delancey has a seat. Free throws away. Good, but I think a free throw violation. But it was against Star Valley, so they will count the basket.
Okay.
So it's a 3-point play for the Indians. Or 2-point play, rather.
Well, Nelson hits them both. She's got 6 points now.
18-15 down to a 3-point lead in favor of Star Valley. Coles fakes a three, drives in, has the ball tipped away on the baseline pass. Recollected by Cameron, back out to Coles, drives, hooks up, bouncing and drops. 20-15 after Coles gets 2 in the paint.
Sheridan now 5 points, being a little more aggressive to the hoop.
2:35 to go in the third period. Outside is Galloway. Works it over to the top of the key. Back to Galloway. Now to Harris. Britley crosses over. Jumper on the elbow.
Wow.
Dropped in. Got the soft touch on the back of the rim.
That's what I was just going to say. Soft touch there for Britley Harris. She's got 4 points.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third. Lead cut back down to 3, 20-17 to favor Star Valley on their home court. Here's Cameron. 3, corner, too strong, no good. But Johnson tracks down the backside rebound, dribbles outside and up top to Hale, who resets the offense. Coles on the right side wing. Sheridan drives, has a screen, gets a look, bounces over to Johnson, tipped and taken away. Quick reaction by Britley Harris to get the steal. And with 1:40 to play in the third, Preston has the ball. Lady Braves with 2 team fouls, none called so far in the half against Preston. 20-17, Star Valley on top. Bailey pokes the ball away, but picked up in the front court by Preston. Coons passes to Galloway, down to the free throw line. Ball loose again, Nelson collects. Feed down low, turnaround jumper is good by Sophia Covert. The junior off the bench, 2 on the post.
First time we've really seen her do anything. She looked really good right there. Great position and easy in off the glass.
1 point lead for Star Valley. Hale drives, ball poked away from her by Britley Harris. And it's another steal for the Indians in a 1-point game. 1 minute to go in the third period.
Honestly, Duke, I really thought the Lady Braves would have an advantage stealing the ball today. And right now, Preston's still with the team advantage in that category.
Galloway, pick and roll off the screen to Covert. Jumper's deflected and missed. Loose ball picked up by Cameron Erickson. Maddie Hale in the backcourt. Works it across the timeline with 40 seconds to go before the end of the third. Bailey in the corner, goes to Cameron. Double team on the post and a foul from behind on the floor. Stops the clock at 35 seconds, and Star Valley will inbound on the baseline.
Covert's going to be whistled for her first. Just the first team foul of the half against Preston. Only 2 on Star Valley, so it's been a very quiet third quarter as far as whistles are concerned.
Brogan Olenslager check into the game. Here's a 3 from Johnson on the inbound. No good. Ricochets to the free throw line for a Preston rebound. Brittany Harris on the board with 25 seconds to go and a chance for Preston to take the lead at the end of the third period. Work outside, able to find Galloway. Up top to Coons, clock down to 15 seconds remaining. Lady Braves by 1, Preston with the ball. End of the third, clock down to 10. Preston outside, Bailey picks the ball away. And they'll say touch by Preston trying to recollect out of bounds. And Star Valley's defense comes up, and it's the Lady Brave ball.
That's the other side of the court from where we're sitting, Duke, but good hustle there from Bailey to force the turnover.
Preston goes for the steal. Star Valley keeps it. Bailey crosses over. Jumper with 2 seconds remain. Deflected, no good. Johnson gets the ball back, but too late for another shot attempt, and Star Valley leads by 1 heading into the fourth, 20-19 on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Bill Tech. I'm the current mayor of the city of Kemmer. The biggest thing is the freedom that we have here, and I want to preserve that. We're all about camping, hunting, fishing, hiking, boating, all those outdoor things. Kemmer and Lincoln County are in my heart and always will be.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves
Star Valley
basketball.
Health and Mountain
Live
West
on
Orthopedics
SVI
are
Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Fourth period underway. Star Valley breaks the huddle with Hale, Bailey Erickson. Looks like Brogue, Cambry Johnson, and Cameron Erickson. Nope, still Olenslager, actually. Anna Olenslager on the court for the Star Valley Lady Braves. It's going to be Preston basketball to open things up. Indians trail by 1 point in Afton tonight. Tuesday evening game as Preston works around the outside. Able to find top of the key jumper by Harris. Deflected, though, by Bailey, but then the loose ball into the hands of Ellie Nelson, who scores with the foul.
Yeah, I think Bailey got a piece of that, but then it went right into the hands of Nelson for the basket.
She gets the and one as Preston now back up by 1 and a free throw to come with 7:43 to play in the fourth period. Free throws away off the side rim, no good. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Maddie Hale. Star Valley basketball as Hale comes across the half-court line. Works it to Bailey. Now to Johnson. Cross-court pass to Hale. She'll hold it high, jab and pass to Bailey. Playing pitch and catch around the perimeter. Down low to Cameron. Ball tipped but picked up by Olenslager. Drives, dishes across the lane. Now a two-pointer on the way. Missed, though, by Bailey. And the rebound collected by Preston, but they throw it away. Out of bounds, Star Valley gets the ball back.
You got some tense parents here from Preston because these girls have lost 13 in a row, and here you are 7 minutes in the game. They're up by 1, got a chance to win here on the road, which is what you don't want to do if you're the Lady Braves trying to win your 4th in a row. You don't want a team to hang around, and Preston has been right in this thing from the get-go.
Johnson dribble, kick out, 3 away from Brogue, 2 strong, no good. Backside rebound from Bailey Erickson. Erickson dribbles outside and then a block foul on the perimeter against Brittany Harris. Stops the clock at 7:07.
Second personal on Harris. Second team foul on Preston. 7:07 to go in the ball game. 21-20 in favor of the Indians.
Brogue will trigger it in front of the Star Valley bench. Goes front court to Johnson. Dribbles to the right side to Coles, who tries to pass it inside, but then taken away by Harris. Defense is there. She can't get to the rim on the run. Works it back around the right post. Good move in the paint and good. Britley Harris, the sophomore, a nice move to put Preston up by 3.
That was all her. 4th steal of the game. She went all the way around the defense and laid it up and in for she's got 8 points now.
Another Preston steal. This one by Alder goes out in front to Harris. Shot is up. Good with the foul. And all of a sudden, Preston does everything right. They lead by 5 and back to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Cambry Johnson whistled for that foul. 4th team foul, her 2nd.
It's a 10-0 run right now for Preston. I think Star Valley was up 20-15. Or at least close to that, as the free throw is too strong, no good. Gets her own rebound, though, and the putback is missed. Almost had 2 points off her own missed free throw. Rebound comes down to Cameron this time. Star Valley has Johnson. And she has the ball poked away again by Alder. Loose ball on the court. Jump ball call favors Star Valley.
And I think Star Valley fortunate that wasn't just a foul, as Harris picked up another steal. Her 5th steal of the game. She has turned up the intensity a notch here to start this 4th, and she's causing some problems.
6:19 to go in the game. And the official will come to the table to clarify something.
Might just be double checking the possession arrow.
It's going to stay with Star Valley. They'll inbound on the baseline. Brogue will trigger it in. 6:19 to go in the game. Lady Braves trail by 5. Inbound to Bailey in the corner. Drives in the baseline. Double team, comes back out. Bounces to Brogue and up top to Hale. Swing pass left to Coles. Shot fake. Baseline jumper now. Cornered between the backboard and rim.
That's the turnover. I think Liz Harris might have got a piece of that, though. I'm giving her a block. Then that's just a turnover.
So who's going to come poke the ball? Someone got to poke out the ball. And
hey.
Yeah, did it. They almost had to use the old hit the ball with the ball trick, but someone from the student section came over and said, I got you.
Someone with some height.
Yeah.
And some youth.
No one I recognize, though. Is that a ball player? 6 minutes to go in the game. Preston with the lead down the floor. Ball tipped and taken away by Bailey. Erickson on the run. 1-on-1. Goes left side rim. Spins. Ball poked away and a foul on the floor. They're going to get Britley Harris reaching across the body with 5:54 to go in the game.
3rd personal on Harris. 3rd team foul. 5:54 to go. No shot.
Brogue again looks to trigger, goes up top, way up top over Hale into the backcourt. Hale has to fend off Alder to get the ball. Does, works it back to Bailey across the half-court line. And Erickson will be double-teamed in the corner and fouled.
So the defense here for Preston just right on the verge of causing Star Valley some issues, but instead it's going to end up being back-to-back foul calls on Britley Harris. She's now got 4. So she becomes the first player in foul trouble with 5:46 to go in the ball game.
Looks like Coach Coons is going to sub her out next to dead ball.
It's too bad because, like I said, she's the one that's been making the most plays here to start this 4th quarter if you're Preston.
Cameron, 1-on-1 on the post, fade in the rim, no good. Left that one short in the paint. Rebounded to Preston. Coons will get the board. Clear it out backcourt. Now across the timeline is Harris. 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the game. 14 fouls apiece. Ball top of the key. Hand off to Harris. Back to the right side post. Now work to Coons. He has it on the wing. Drives in. Bounces back outside. Harris with it. Maddie Hale's on her defensively on the perimeter. She'll hand off to Nelson. Flick up top. Loose ball. Saved before it goes out of bounds. Barely into Coons.
Good hustle from Emma Coons.
Alder has it. Feeds it down low. Good ball position and scores. The lead now 7 as Preston goes up 27-20. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Here's Coles, finds an angled drive, but the defense closes. Works it to Cameron. Bounce back outside to Brogue. No shot for her. And Hale's on the perimeter, back to the right. Brogue fakes a 3, drives in, pulls up the 2, tries to bank it, no good. Bailey gets the board, turnaround shot, hooked it up, no good. Fight for the rebound out of bounds, Preston basketball.
Boy, the Lady Braves, they have just, they have really struggled to put the ball in the hoop today.
Timeout taken on the court. This one from Coach Coons and the Preston Indians. We'll take it as well and return in a full timeout on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health and Mountain West Orthopedics are proud to sponsor athletic trainers to support student athletes at Evanston, Mountain View, Lyman, and Star Valley High Schools. Jackie Clark, Darren Fiskus, and Kelly Hansen help students stay healthy and safe, provide emergency medical care on the field and court, and help rehabilitate injuries. It's just one way we're giving back to the communities we serve.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford mountain biking.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford to the lake.
I take my Caribou Ford everywhere. We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. And we're keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
4 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the game. Fourth period, Lady Braves hosting the Preston Indians. And Preston leads 27-20. Star Valley comes out of the timeout in full court press. Hale pokes the ball away. Preston hits the deck going back for it, and there will be a jump ball call. Brindley Alder was the one on the court. She went down to get it. Coach Erickson thought there maybe should have been a travel. Coach Coons on the other side thought there should have been a foul. It ends being Star Valley ball.
And I was wondering if the Lady Braves would go to this full court press. I thought it might be an advantage for them. Right, we'll see if it's enough.
Inbound play and another jump ball called, getting tied up on the inbound. So the ball goes right back to possession or to Preston.
Lady Braves need to show some urgency here. 4 minutes to go. 7 points in this game is no small deficit.
Yeah, 27-20 as Preston breaks the press this time. They work it across the half-court line to Coons. Johnson picks her up in the front court, causing all kinds of problems and forces a double dribble. I think Coons thought it was maybe tipped out so she could re-dribble, but the official does not agree.
Cambry Johnson will check this in front of the Preston bench. Just under 4 minutes to go.
Foul in the front court against Preston. 15th foul with 3:54 to go in the game.
Alder will pick up her first. 15 foul on Preston, 3:54 to go. Brogue will have a seat. And I didn't see who came in.
Bailey Erickson. She never really came in. She's the inbounder, so she just stayed by the table. Now she'll trigger it in and come in. Johnson on the outside. Cambry holds it. One dribble pass over to Coles. Loses it, but picks it back up in the front court just outside the circle. She'll dribble, pass to Hale. Clock down to 3:39 to play in the game. Hale drives, back out to Johnson. Tries to drive herself, can't. Over to Bailey Erickson, dribbles over to the angle. Cross-court back to Hale, takes a three, away, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Johnson, fight for it, and another tie up, another jump ball. Stays with Star Valley, but the arrow flips again.
And there were 4 blue jerseys all in the paint there. It's going to be tough to get in there.
Inbound play to Cameron, loses the ball, and it will be another jump. This time the arrow favors Preston.
Referee's getting blisters or chapped thumbs, putting them up so much.
3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this game. Preston holding on to a 7-point lead, 27-20. Braves trying to get some steals. Not the offense they were hoping in this outing today. Preston works it over to the left side. Ball loose, collected on the side by Coons. Down into the corner. Good defense by Bailey Erickson. Back outside. Sheridan almost gets a steal. Work it down low to the post to Marlowe. Kick out, 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Preston and then tied up again. Well, this time it's going to be a timeout call taken by Coach Coons to make sure she keeps possession. 2:52 to go in the game. Preston leads 27-20 back in 30. It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Lady Braves trailing on the defensive side right now. They have Preston in town, Indians with a 27-20 lead. Preston will inbound on their own baseline, and it's a loose ball in the inbound, but the Indians pick it up and then step on the out-of-bounds line. That will be a turnover. Star Valley will have it with 2:50 to go in the game.
You're down to the wire here now, Duke. You can't afford to have too many mistakes here. If you're Star Valley, you're 3 possessions down.
Hale dribbles across the timeline, goes to Johnson on the right side wing. Few dribbles from her, ball poked away, picks it up, now works it to Cameron. Good pass to Hale in the corner, no shot, dribbles and up top again to Bailey. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the game. Johnson spins, drives, jumper outside, off the mark right, loose ball, rebound, pulled in by Preston, then ripped away by Cameron. The shot no good though. And then tracked down though in the corner by Bailey Erickson. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Cameron gets it, shot no, but fouled.
Wow. It has been a battle tonight to try and score points.
Cameron Erickson to the Riverside Dental free throw line. A lot of missed attempts, but Star Valley will get to the stripe and big ones here with 2:16 left to go in the game.
Sophia Covert picks up her third. That's the 16th foul. Erickson hits it. Lady Braves can ill afford to leave any points off the board at this point with 2:17 to go.
Brogue subs back in. Johnson comes out.
Cameron now with 5 points, 4 rebounds. Just the second made free throw of the game for Star Valley.
27-21 on the score now. 16 fouls on Preston, 4 on Star Valley. Second free throw away. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by the Indians with a 6-point lead. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left and counting as Preston comes across the half-court line. Britley Harris being covered by Bailey Erickson, and there will be a foul in the front court. Little too much contact by Bailey. Just a 15 foul.
Third personal on her, 15 foul, 2:07 to go in the ballgame.
Preston inbounds front court, back of the half-court line. Here's Britley Harris, makes a move, now bounces into the corner. With the handle is Coons, back up to Harris. Clock down to 1:58 to go in the game. Screen set for Harris as he dribbles all the way from right to left, now back up top to Coons. Bailey on her defensively as the clock down to 1:48. Preston has no need to hurry here, but the ball picked, loose on the court, bodies dive for it. Brogue went down for it, and there's a collision going down for the ball. And another jump ball call. The arrow favors Star Valley.
Really nice hustle there from Harris. That one could have turned into a transition opportunity for Star Valley, but Harris able to jump down there and get on it and at least slow things down. The possession arrow to Star Valley, but she stopped any chance of a transition.
Big possession for the Braves in the lane and good for Sheridan Coles to make it a 4-point game and a timeout from Coach Erickson. 1:28 left to go. It's 27-23 Preston over the Braves on the SVI Sports Network. Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
It's a 4-point game here at Star Valley High School with the Lady Braves trailing Preston 27-23. A minute 28 left to go in the game. Preston basketball, full court press in the backcourt. Indians break a triple team, quadruple team on the sideline. Everybody sucked into Emma Coons coming down the side, and they do kick it out of bounds.
She is the most popular kid in school.
4 Lady Braves around the ball, trapping her with nowhere to go on the side. Preston inbounds to the right side elbow. Kick it back and out up top. Star Valley swarming the ball on the perimeter, not fouling quite yet. Still time to go.
Still plenty of time here, but yeah, the Lady Braves just need to show some urgency here. Look for a steal when it presents itself.
Going to be a foul there on Bailey Erickson as she thought a steal was presented, but too much body and will foul with 1:04 to go.
Be foul number 4 on Bailey Erickson. 16 fouls, both teams with 6. So Erickson has 4 for Star Valley. Brittany Harris has 4 for the Indians.
Coons is going to inbound for Preston. She'll do so on the front court side. Looks to her right, bounces to the side, ball tipped out of bounds. Stays with Preston. Both Coles and Cameron Erickson there to knock the ball loose. 1:03 left to go in the game. Coons will do it again. This time finds Harris. Maddie Hale comes underneath the screen. Defense switches. Coles now on Harris. She picks up the dribble, works it around a double team, passes away. Now tries to go down low, but Cameron Erickson reaches up her arms and has a steal. Cameron down the floor on the other end. 47 seconds to go. Stops on the outside, works it. A 2 is away, but too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound. Coles rips it away in the lane, bounces down to Cameron, who scores.
I don't know how Sheridan found Cameron right there. That was nothing but blue jerseys, and she gets a bounce pass down to Cameron for the bucket. That might be a game-saving play.
We'll keep it here on a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Erickson. It's now 27-25. Not only did she get that unlikely assist, but she had to go fight for the rebound, ripped it away, and just spun and found Cameron on the bounce down the post. Comes with 37 seconds left.
Sheridan, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Cameron Erickson now 7 points, 4 rebounds. So Sheridan and Cameron both sharing the team lead of 7. The game high is over on Preston with Brittany Harris and Ellie Nelson. They each have 8.
So it's a 2-point game, 27-25. Both teams with 6 fouls apiece, 37 seconds. Still enough time. You don't have to foul here. It's going to put Preston in the single bonus. But I think you can still play 10, 15, maybe even 20 seconds without fouling if needed. Try and get the ball back. Preston will inbound in the backcourt and stolen away immediately by Hale, who scores. Maddie was covering the inbounder and stole the ball. Turns and ties the game at 27. Now Preston inbounds. They go half court. Stolen by Bailey Erickson. Goes to Cameron with 22 seconds and a timeout call by Coach Kate Erickson. Tied at 27. What a huge play by Maddie Hale.
You could not have had a more fortunate 10-second run there. Steal and a layup, and then another steal and a timeout. You tie the game, and now you have possession. Wow.
22 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break, and this one's right down to the wire on the SVI Sports Network.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves Basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Lady Braves were down by 7. They go on a 7-0 run. Capped off just recently by that steal in a bucket for Maddie Hale. Then Bailey gets the steal on the inbound. Now Star Valley a chance to win it here with 18 seconds. Tied at 27. Star Valley around the outside. Here's a fake shot. Drive. Kick down to Cameron. On the post. Back outside. 3-ball away. Off the front rim. Missed. Loose ball. Picked up by Star Valley. And a foul on Preston. 1-and-1 situation here. Brogue is going to take the shots with 6 seconds left in a tie game.
And Brittany Harris just fouled out. That wasn't only a foul on Preston. It was her final one that she had. She's had a pretty good game. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals for Brittany Harris. She said she's a sophomore, Duke.
She's a sophomore. Could come down to this. Here's the free throw to take the lead. 1-and-1 for Brogue. Shot, bouncing, no. Rebound by the Braves. Shot no good. Ball loose out of bounds. Preston ball with 2 seconds left.
Wow, Cameron had a good look at it right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Timeout taken by Preston. They'll try and drop a full court play with 2 seconds left. Lady Braves can't capitalize here late, but they go on an improbable run to tie the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SBI Sports Network. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Lady Braves battle back to tie the game. They can't hit a free throw late to take a 1-point lead, but it is 27-27, 2.3 seconds on the clock. Preston will inbound with a full court out in front of them.
Time here for the Indians to get a shot off. They just need to execute. They can still steal this one and send the folks home sad.
Inbounding is Ellie Nelson for the Indians. She bounces deep into the backcourt. Coons, couple dribbles, three-quarter court shot is short, and we're into overtime, 27-27, and the Braves and Indians do another one. OT next on the SBI Sports Network.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy, but it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Lady Braves end the fourth period on a 7-0 run to tie things up 27-27, and into overtime we go. Star Valley playing host to the Preston Indians. They did a jump ball, of course, at the beginning of the game, which resulted in an immediately jump ball. So they did 2 jumps already today.
Well, and foul trouble-wise, Lady Braves, Bailey Erickson has 4. Britley Harris for the Indians has fouled out, so that could be a big impact for Preston.
Tip on the jump goes to the Indians. Preston will have the opening possession. We're tied at 27-27 in an overtime game. Ball movement around the outside for Preston. Alder works it to the right through the hands of Galloway, and an unforced turnover by Preston to open the OT period.
You know, Duke, I said this kind of off mic. When you see a team that's come in having lost that many in a row, you expect them to do more of that. I think Preston's done a pretty darn good job of hanging on to the ball tonight.
Ball movement down to Cameron, dribbles in the post, spin, shot off the glass and in. Faked left, came right, lead to the Braves.
Nice use of the glass for Cameron. She's up to 9 points now.
29-27. Star Valley on top, still in the backcourt is Preston, and a 10-second violation. Preston opens up overtime with back-to-back turnovers. That one forced by the Braves defense.
And just my opinion, that's where they're missing Britley Harris. She's handled the ball so well today for Preston, and don't have her to lean on here in the overtime.
Hale passes to Brogue. Doesn't take the 3, instead goes to Erickson. Now back around the arc. Here's Cole on the right side wing. Bounces down low to Cameron. Dribble, double team, kick out. Fire down to Bailey just above the baseline. Dribbles it down the post. Works to Cameron. Back outside. Hale takes a 3. Good! Maddie Hale, a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple. She's having a great game. It's 32-27.
Well, she's up to 12, and she's 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. She's the only Star Valley player to hit from the three-point line.
That makes it 32-27 as Maddie Ned pokes it out of bounds on the other end. It was 27-20, so dating back to the fourth period, it's a 12-0 Star Valley run, including this overtime. Preston looking for an answer, now suddenly trailing by 5. Ball moving around the arc. Here's a jumper around the elbow. Bouncing again. No good. Nobody down under the basket for Preston to get a rebound. It's all the Lady Braves.
And that one just barely missing.
Coles on the outside. Bounces again to Cameron. Splits the D. Dribble shot and no good. Bounced on the rim about 3 times and then out of bounds off the rebound attempt. Preston basketball.
Checking in now is Jaylee Roberts, number 3. She will replace Brinley Galloway in the lineup.
2:15 to go in overtime. 32-27, Star Valley on top. Lady Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network as Coons across half court. Quickly double team. Dumps it off to Alder. Dribbles into the corner. Double team. Works it over to the post. Shot is up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound and fouled on the way back up. That's going to put Preston's Ellie Nelson to the Riverside Dental free throw line with 1:59 to go in overtime.
I liked what Preston did there, going down low to Liz Harris. She couldn't finish, but then, the offensive rebound for Nelson. Now she has a chance to hit double figures with 2 free throws here.
Shot is up and away and good.
She's now got 9 points, does Ellie Nelson, and she can hit 10 right here.
This to make it a 3-point game. Shot away, got it. 32-29.
She's been clutch, 4 of 5 from the line tonight.
Maddie passes down the floor to Brogue, works it down into the key to Cameron, back outside Coles, takes the shot, good! Another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple, the second of the OT period, and a timeout taken by Preston. Star Valley by 6, 35-29, $1:46 to go on the SBI Sports Network.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Preston timeout, it's Indian basketball, but back-to-back threes for the Lady Braves. They lead by 6. That's the margin right now. Preston throws the ball away again in the front court. Good defense put on by Cameron and Bailey Ericksons.
Well, when you talk about the timing of those threes, only been 3 made three-pointers in the game, and 2 of them happened right here in overtime, back-to-back possessions.
Coles on the outside for Star Valley, works it to Maddie. Hale with the dribble. She's being pressured and fouled. Brindley Alder was hoping she'd have a clean steal, but doesn't. That's going to put Star Valley to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Maddie Hale goes to the line to take these shots. She's the one that had that improbable steal on the inbound play.
Yeah, to tie things up.
She was covering the inbounder. You just don't see that.
She's got 12. It's the game high and the team high tonight, which I guess is the same thing. Sorry.
Free throw is good on the front end of the 1-and-1. Her game and team high point scoring margin continues.
Hey, we have to fill a lot of space and time here. Maddie now 13 points, 5 boards.
Second free throw is no good. Cameron gets the rebound, though. Can't go back up. Clears it back outside. And Star Valley can burn some clock here with a 7-point lead. Brogue around the outside with 1:17 to go in the game. Nice assist down. Oh, almost an assist. Able to find Maddie, who just missed the shot on the post. Great pass, though, from Brogue. 1:07 to go in the overtime period. And another unforced turnover by Preston. No, it was tipped out by Hale. Maddie was hoping they were going to get it back, but they say it was off of her. Coons will inbound baseline. Kicks it out to Nelson. Just inside the corner. Work to Roberts. Back to Nelson. Takes a 3. Inside cylinder, but no good. Cameron has the rebound. 54 seconds to go. Star Valley up by 7. In the overtime period, Lady Braves offense has come alive. Coles works it over to Cameron Erickson. Back to Brogue, wide open, takes the 3. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Preston. 35 seconds left to go. Preston across the half-court line. Coons bounces down into the paint, one-on-one. Spin, shoot, no, but a foul. And we'll see Ellie Nelson go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. I'm sure Coach Erickson maybe would like to have seen Star Valley burn a little more time on that last possession before taking a 3 with a 7-point lead.
Second personal on Maddie Hale. And to the line here is Ellie Nelson. She is 4 of 5 from the line today. That one skims off just a bit to the right.
29.5 seconds left to go in the overtime period. Star Valley still up by 7. This free throw to make it a 2-possession game if it drops. It does. Lead down to 6. Star Valley with a half-court pass out in front to Brogue.
Wow.
Cameron hits the deck. No call. Must have just tripped.
All I saw was her going sprawled. She's laughing about it, thank goodness.
It was a full-out belly flop is what it was.
Isn't it nice to be young?
Yeah. She pops up with a smile and a laugh. But, yeah, it was one of those, like, slide on your belly falls for 5 feet.
You'd have had to call the EMTs if that had been one of us.
Yeah, there would be no laughing, no. So the foul puts Maddie Hale back to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 1 and 1. First one short, no good. Ball tipped out to Brogue, though, with 15 seconds in a 6-point game. Now Star Valley just needs to dribble out the clock. Preston is not fouling. Coach is calling to come up and foul, and they finally do with 7.5 seconds. They let, I should say, about 10 seconds go off that rebound. And now, finally, to the line is Bailey Erickson, but it might be too little too late for Preston. Star Valley was
Bailey always smiling and laughing. I think she's still laughing at Cameron, actually.
Here's the free throw, no good. Listen, leaving a few points off the board here down the stretch, but just with 7.5 to go.
Yeah, Lady Braves fortunately didn't necessarily need these free throws down the stretch. They've actually only hit 3 of 12 today.
That one's in. That will do it. That makes it a 3-possession game. Star Valley continues to pressure a little in the backcourt. Preston across the half-court line. 2 seconds down to 1. 3-pointer at the buzzer, short, no good. Your final, Star Valley gets the win in overtime. And a come-from-behind efforts, 37-30 is your final. Star Valley ends the game on a 17-3 run, combining the fourth and overtime periods on that run, and go on to win. Star Valley advances to 7-5 overall and get set for Evanston here on this court Thursday night. We'll take a 2-minute break. Back with your Silver Star Communications postgame show after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Physical therapy has been helping people get healthy for over 20 years. With offices in both Afton and Thane, they are ready to help you. Now certified in dry needling, the staff at Aspen Physical Therapy invites you to get back to work, to play, to life. Call 885-4APT or 883-4477 and get started today. Aspen Physical Therapy, a proud supporter of Star Valley and UW Athletics.
You're
leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Silver Star Communications postgame coverage leaves slow internet in the dirt. Learn how at silverstar.com. A great finish for the Lady Braves. They were trailing 27-20 with just a few minutes left to go in the game. They come back to win it in overtime, 37-30. Dallas 17-3 run to end the game between the fourth period and the overtime period, and Star Valley wins it 37-30. Let's dig into that score with your Battleson Brothers Flooring post-game battle stats.
Well, first for the Indians, they were led in scoring tonight by Ellie Nelson. She finished with 11 points, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals for Brittany Harris, but they certainly missed her in the overtime as she fouled out at the end of regulation. But 4 points apiece for Liz Harris and Emma Coons, 2 for Sophia Covert, 1 for Jaylee Roberts. And rebounding-wise, the Lady Braves with a significant advantage tonight, 32-16. However, Preston with the stealing advantage, theft advantage? What do you call it? 11-9 there. Free throw-wise, the Lady Braves missing several down the stretch, but it ends up not being too much of a factor. Just 4 of 13. Preston 6 of 10. One of the big factors in the overtime, Duke, the Lady Braves hit 2 of their three-pointers made in the overtime. Preston going 0 for 11 from distance in the game. The Lady Braves finished 3 of 16 from beyond the arc. Maddie Hale with that improbable steal and layup to tie the game at 27 in regulation. She finished with 13 points, 5 rebounds. 10 points for Sheridan Coles to go with 6 rebounds. 9 for Cameron Erickson to go with 7 rebounds. And Bailey Erickson with 8 rebounds, also scoring 3 points. Delancey Brogue had a bucket as well. That's your final.
Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One post-game battle stats. Quality, price, service in Afton and Thane. Battleson Brothers Flooring. Before we end the broadcast, how about your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game? I have a hunch on who it might be, but I'll let you take it.
It's got to be Maddie, though.
It's got to be, yes, absolutely.
That was an amazing play. She also hit 2 3-pointers in a game where only 3 of them were made. Yeah, Maddie with some really clutch plays down the stretch, including the one that may have given the Lady Braves a chance to even go to overtime. She doesn't do that. You don't know if you get that last basket. So, yeah, Maddie Hale, your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations to Maddie, and thank you to Star Valley Skidoo, located in Thane. Lady Braves pick up the win. They advance to 7-5 overall. Girls and boys return to 4A West play this Thursday night as they host the Evanston Red Devils. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30, and then hit the road and go to Green River on Saturday evening. Of course, Dal and I and the SVI Sports crew will bring you the action for those games as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, our producer, Sage Jacobson, today, live from Star Valley High on the SVI Sports Network.